So they all made it through to the semis, but it's the quick guys who we're going to see here in the final. Let's have a look at the lineup. On the pole, Gergely Marton. Next to Marton is Belevsky. Row 2, Marius Bermingrud and Rasmus Tuominen. And row 3, Artur Igorov and Joao Ribeiro. Ribeiro. If you're watching earlier, you'll know what we're talking about. Our fantastic Portuguese sound man been teaching us Portuguese names. We've had messages in from Russian and Latvian fans as well as we try to wrap our tongues around the names again. First time we've seen these guys this year. Marton versus Belevsky on the front row. Bermingrud on the inside of row 2. Watch for Tuominen as well. Rasmus Tuominen moves towards the inside line, but maybe not covering off enough space. Going to try and go around the outside now. Marton on the front row, side by side now. Marton's going to lose out on the run onto the dirt section. Sideways flick and loses a position.
Yeah, so Belevsky there making his way up into P1. I saw in the background as well, Igorov from the back row of the grid managed to, he's made his way up into P4, Bermingrud going backwards.
Tuominen's gone joker straight away and Igorov has gone with him. So that's it. We saw an early joker strategy, didn't we? Side by side now on the run down. Bermingrud defending as hard as he can from Ribeiro. Ribeiro with an impressive performance here, racing about as close to home as he's going to get this season in the European Championship. So a slightly lower entry than we would normally see because a lot of drivers unable to travel with the current travel restrictions. We understand that. For me, Dan, I'd have been here all day long if you had a Super 1600. You've got a double header this weekend, so you come here once and then you can decide whether or not you continue according to how you get on here.
Yeah, plus you've had a whole year out, really, haven't you? So
yeah,
driving.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think people are desperate to get in the car and get back out there. Belevsky leading from Marton. Looking back at today's performances, Marton was the winner of Q2 and Q3. Belevsky won the first qualifying session, so those two the only drivers winning a session today. I should be glad it was dry conditions. This place is horrendously slippery in the wet. They were later out in free practice this morning as well when the track was still damp.
So hard with the front-wheel drive cars to get traction. I mean, it's not so bad now. Like, you can see the groove in the track where it started to wear off. We did see it go slower through the day, but now it's gone quicker again, so more grip out there, which really makes these cars come into their own.
Proper fun pieces of kit to drive. Sequential box, 1600cc engine. If you've not seen them before, I say this is their first event this year. Tuominen 4.8 is only 2 seconds off the back. 1.8 seconds, okay, 1.9 is changing very quickly off Bermingrud. So Bermingrud at the minute. Tuominen, remember, the first driver to have jokered. He's only 0.4 off the back of Ribeiro, so he doesn't want to catch up with Ribeiro unless Ribeiro's going to joker. All coming down the train now into the hairpin at the bottom of the hill, just in front of the commentary box. Belevsky and Marton out front, really untroubled, but it's Tuominen who's only half a second behind Ribeiro and only 2.1 behind Bermingrud. I think he's being hurt here by having caught up with Ribeiro. Yeah,
he's going to be praying that he goes to the joke lap now, isn't he? Let's see what happens.
Yeah, watch and see. He doesn't. Ribeiro doesn't go. So in P4, in the Skoda Fabia, Ribeiro has not gone joker. Tuominen looks to the inside line, trying to find the traction on the exit there up towards the long left-hander. Didn't see if he managed to get done. Don't think he will from there. Belevsky, meanwhile, super close to the tyre barrier on the right-hand side. So Tuominen was hoping to close that gap down to Bermingrud. It's gone up though, look again, so it's now 2.3. Looks to the inside again. This time he makes his stick. That's a good pass down into the hairpin by Tuominen, but Dan probably cost him too much time already, realistically.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the gap. What's the gap now? They've just come across the line.
It's only 2.1, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's still in touching distance, especially with these cars.
So Tuominen then with a lap to go. If Bermingrud's got any sense, he'll go now. So has Bermingrud gone in defence of the position? Yes, so Bermingrud's gone to defend, but I think Tuominen's got him already. So Rasmus Tuominen going through, as does it's Igorov. So Igorov has gone as well. Around the outside, trying to get back alongside. Well, surely not going to make that stick. Go on, light it up. Absolutely outrageous pass by Birmingham. If he holds on to that, brilliant bit of driving in a Super 1600 car around the outside of a sweeper like that. Dan, that's proper.
Yeah, it's not so easy just to dump the throttle and keep it pinned in one of those, is it? You've got to just get the front wheels facing the direction you want to go and then line it up. But yeah, really good job. Brave. If he had any more contact on the rear, then he would have been going backwards off the track, wouldn't he?
I wonder if they weren't looking back at what Tuominen was doing. Maybe they didn't feel they could respond and they had to wait until late in the race. But when they went, it was too late. Now Belevsky and Gergely Martin go in. Last year, Martin was P2 in the standings. Belevsky was P4, so just off the podium at the end of the season. Champion Nureyev not here this year. Belevsky, though, doing a great job on that first lap, taking the lead from Martin. First corner, pretty much. He was there by turn 2, and they held on until the very last lap. Tuominen as well with a fantastic performance. So it is Belevsky who's going to come around the hairpin at the bottom of the hill to take the first round of Super 1600 2020 from Gergely Martin. P3 goes to Rasmus Tuominen on his debut in Euro RX Super 1600. Birmingham, Igorov and Ribeiro bringing up the rear. Super close between them at the end. There was just just about 7 seconds across the 6 cars. Hard work in the car for Belevsky, but worth it for the win. Yuri Belevsky takes it from Gergely Martin, Rasmus Tuominen, then Birmingham, Igorov and Ribeiro.